Welcome everybody. We are going to go over the Stardust Dragon from S.H.MonsterArts. I believe this is the 4th figure in the Yu-Gi-Oh line now, and it's a big one. I think out of all the boxes that I've had, this is the biggest one between all of the Yu-Gi-Oh characters so far. So it's massive, it's giant. I'm going to stand right behind it. You guys are going to see just how big this thing is too, because it's like, it's huge.
Sweet Jesus, Mary Elizabeth
Right?
Winstead.
It's very, very large. So,
this is the 5th one, Michael.
Oh, is it the 5th one? Oh, my bad.
Yeah, because we got
I'm not much of a Yu-Gi-Oh fan, yeah. Oh, that's right, we had Dark Magician.
Yeah, and Fired Elemental Dragon Arm Hero guy, and Red Eyes Black Dragon, so this guy would be the 5th.
Wow, how about that? Yeah. And then there's going to be another one. There's going to be another one, so stay tuned for that. It's going to be crazy out there for those Yu-Gi-Oh fans that really love this stuff.
Exodia, please.
That'd be great if they went straight into that, but I think that we might get something, another smaller character. So, all right. So without further ado, guys, we've been waiting long enough. We're going to get into the box right now, so here's a good look at it.
Wow.
I didn't have to push it that far up there. It's just this large. This MonsterArts box does not open from the top or the bottom. It opens from the sides because it's so large. So the window's on the back of the box too. So sometimes they do that. Sometimes the monster is on the back. Sometimes it's on the front. Just depends on the design.
Would you look at those clear purple titties? Sorry, I had to get it off first. Wow.
So there it is. That's what it looks like. So let's open this thing up. Let's see what it's like.
Please.
It is giant.
No number. Oh,
so
wow.
It's huge. Let's take a look at its clamshell. Or blister. I call them clamshells, but I know that they're more of a blister. Oh, that's so cool. Okay. Just a second. So before we get too far into everything, this is what it looks like in its blister pack. It's covered in all kinds of protection there to keep it from scratching. So that's good.
That's a lot of plastic.
Yeah, and S.H.MonsterArts has been doing this a lot lately where they've included additional effects not only on the top part, but they've included a separate second part on the bottom. Like that. So this is where they're keeping the wings. Look how ginormous those wings are!
Yo, Ghidorah 2019 might get crowned. Holy heck. Look at that.
Well, I don't think so. I think 2019's is still pretty large, actually. But they're definitely up there. They're definitely up there. My goodness.
They are huge.
So, one more look at the box without the background right there. You got a beam effect. You got some hands.
That beam
some stand pieces.
Amazing. I love the little ring.
And you might heard... And I said that this was so cool because inside the box... I don't think they've done this for every Yu-Gi-Oh character, but this is really cool. They included on the backdrop this.
Ooh.
So instead of just a solid background, you've got actual art that they've done that was actually featured in the promo. So if you want to display this in your display cabinet, it's pretty large too. So it's made to probably accommodate the figure size, although I still think the figure is bigger than this when it's fully assembled. But this is really, really cool, actually. How it's all put together on there. And then we also have the manual. We can't move on without talking about the manual just yet.
It's physical.
The manual is a double-sided document right here, so it goes like this. And then on the back, we've got this information right here.
I love what they're doing for these winged characters and their stands and everything. It's very, very nice.
I'm actually going to keep the manual out right here because I have a feeling I might need to use it for this character when it's all put together.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's put this down over here. We're going to open up the main casing and we'll take a look.
Oh boy.
Boy, it's really on there good too. Try and open it up where not everything flings out. Oh, you know what? It's taped down.
Taped. Yeah.
They don't usually do that lately. Yeah. Let me just undo that tape right there.
That is a lot of figure, though, so I can understand. Whoa.
Okay. Just put this
It's like
down.
finding Noah's DVD collection.
Okay. One step at a time, right, Rob? Let's look at the figure first. So the figure is wrapped very well. It looks like a lizard that just died, and you're about to take it out. You're about to take it out for its dissection.
Hell yes, dead lizard corpse.
I mean, look at that. It's just flat.
Game over. You have died.
It looks like I had a shoulder piece that just flung off.
Something fell off.
Yeah, it fell off right when I lifted up the plastic over it. This has got that nice chemical smell there, too.
That's how you know it works.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. I was going to say, where did this piece come from? It came from this piece right here.
Sweet Jesus.
I don't know if I can get that on just yet, though. This is quite some unique joint engineering that I'm seeing here. I haven't seen this. It's almost similar to like Reveltech, actually.
That's not a bad thing.
I don't think it's like that, but it's just like it reminds me of that in the way that's like circular. I actually don't know if this is on. Nope. It's very... yeah, so this one piece, it fell off because I lifted up the plastic over it, but it looks like this joint is really stuck versus this one. It can actually move.
Heat treatment.
Yeah.
Oh, Colin Mac 57 says, metallic paints always have more odor for some reason. Indeed, they do.
Yeah, they definitely do. But the translucent pieces look really, really good on this right here. So, I might have to, like, figure out how to loosen this up, because this is, like, that joint is so tight in the shoulder. Like, this one moves fine, no problems. But this one's not moving on the top at all. I might need my well, you know what, I'll use this right now, since this is more accessible. If I can just move this joint, just to get it out a little bit. There we go.
Your audio sounds like it's doubling up there.
My audio?
Yes.
Interesting.
It's like a very neatly timed echo.
How about now? Is that better?
Still the same on my part.
Oh, do you have the YouTube stream on?
I do, but it's muted.
Okay. Can anybody else look at the chat? Or anybody in the chat watching, can you guys confirm that my audio is doubling up over here?
Okay, Colin says audio is fine on their end, so it might just be a me thing.
Okay.
Which is fine, because it's not distracting.
All right, thanks, Colin, for verifying that. That's weird. Yeah, I haven't done anything. I haven't changed anything, so. Okay, so let me just show you guys the figure. I'm not going to pose it just yet, but this is what it looks like out of the box.
Wow.
It's very long. It's very skinny.
I'm sorry. I'm a child.
The shoulder pads on it are a nice translucent color with purple and detailing underneath it and everything. Oh, it looks really cool.
Yeah, it really does. Oof.
So let me see if I can just go ahead and just get this into position. I have a big feeling based off the promo images, I don't think that this figure is going to stand so well. I think that because all the promo, it showed it on a stand, that it's going to be a similar case to like, what do you call it? What's the other dragon called? The Black Eyes. The Black Eyes Dragon.
Red Eyes Black Dragon.
Red Eyes Black Dragon, yeah. That one doesn't stand too well on its own. I had to Kiki fix the crap out of that just to get that one to stand up on its own, but it turns out that some of these characters, they just require a stand because they're just always flying, right? So
yeah. I mean,
wings,
they never really get grounded. They kind of just float in place there once they're holograms. So
yeah. So the wings on that one aren't officially up just yet, but once we put those wings on, I have a feeling it's going to get a lot heavier. Here is the beam effect right here that it comes with.
Fire. So cool. So awesome.
This looks really cool. And I think you could even use this for some of our other S.H.MonsterArts figures too.
Oh, Ultima, you finally got your ring. One of them. But
yeah,
still.
Yeah, I think it's really cool how they did the ring effects on this, by the way. Like that's pretty cool. We'll take a closer look at it when I get it behind the camera, but that's pretty cool. We've got 2 additional hands. So the hands that are kind of on it are kind of a resting pose. The hands that are included here, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see it that well when I'm behind the camera like this, but they're kind of like open hand. So
attack ready.
Yeah, I'm just going to put them down for now, but we'll take a closer look at them. But they're huge too. Like they would crush Godzilla's head. Here's an interesting piece.
Iron hands.
This piece right here, it's shaped like a V.
For Vendetta?
It's just a little V piece right here, and according to the manual, it looks like this piece goes on to the crotch area. All right, so it looks like it helps with the stand. There's even a little hole for the stand to plug into, so that's an interesting part. You've also got the cradle right here. It's the cradle for the stand. Oh man, these stand parts for the flight stuff though, they're so big. Like if you have a lot of these things in your display, like they take up so much space. But these are for the big, these stand pieces are for the larger wings. And then I think, then we got our regular Tamashii axe stands inside this box, right, as well. So you got these 2 stands as well.
Lovely.
This retailed at, I think it was $144 for the US. $145 for the US.
You could tell. Look at him. He's huge.
Yeah, it's giant. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of meat on it, but it is a giant figure. It's definitely up there in size.
He's got that late 90s, early 2000s Kate Moss, The Matrix build going on.
Right. And then this is the other accessory part. This is the wings and the base. So we'll get the boring part over with first. It's also taped, by the way, but only on one side this time around. So it comes with the flat base. There's no decoration. It's transparent, just like that.
Waffle.
Nothing too special. The wings are protected like crazy. They are wrapped in plastic and folded over twice.
Can't be too careful.
They are made of the similar plastic that was used for the other Yu-Gi-Oh! Dragons, so the Blue Eyes Dragon and the Red Eyes Dragon. So there's our first wing. It doesn't feel as heavy as I thought it would, but I have a feeling it's that heft is gonna go a longer way when it gets connected. And then here is the other wing. They are segmented, just like other Tamashii stuff. You know, Destroya, the wings on that, so they're segmented like this.
That's fine.
So it's interesting because at the same time it's like you want them together, but it does allow for some dynamic poses at the same time.
They do.
I know Bandai doesn't like to do bendy wire usually with their stuff, so I think that's why they do it this way.
It's understandable though. It is.
Yeah, sometimes. What's up?
Goji Jojo says, I can hear you guys fine on my end as well, loud and clear. And then Colin Mac 57 comes in and asks, so the stand is like the Rathalos from Monster Hunter?
Sort of. It's sort of like it. The Rathalos cradle is a lot larger. It's definitely a lot larger. And it's also using the regular Tamashii Act stand for it, whereas the Rathalos one is kind of more of a small, it's like you know, half of that size, right? It's like this long. Wow. But it's similar. It's a similar style, I'll put it that way. It's a similar style, and so you can use that to hold it in place. Like, I'll hold up the manual again. They have it right here, and it's holding it up in place, right? It's not even flying. It's literally just standing up on it and just kind of holds it in place. But you can do flight poses with it, so it's going to be a matter of experimentation. Am I right?
Oh, yeah.
Let's see if we can get these wings on. I'm going to look at the manual on this so I just make sure I'm doing this correctly. It looks like it wants them positioned down. Obviously, right and left wings are easy to identify in this case. The ball joint on this is very tiny, by the way. It's very tiny, so hopefully that will not be an issue in the long run.
Hopefully not. That's scary.
Yeah. It is very scary. And it's also one of those, yeah, it is really scary, honestly, because the system is not even it's not even a full, it's not even connected to, oh God, I'm frightened already. It's like a half, it's like a peg ball joint thing where it's locked in. And then it's actually the ball. So, okay, just to be clear for everybody, the ball joint is right here, but it's a swivel ball joint. So it's meant to, like, you know, this part goes like that, and then you can twist it left and right. That's what I was talking about, how it kind of looks like. It reminds me of Reveltech. This is more of a plug. It's not really a ball joint. It's a plug that goes in there.
Oh dear.
In the plug itself is only got half the plastic on it. It reminds me of Kong's joints that he uses. Okay, so but it went in really easily.
Oh, all right.
Really easily. You just have to make sure that it's facing down when you're doing this prop. Make sure it's facing downward. It just looks really scary at first. And you just want to make sure that this is so messy. Okay, this is definitely going to make people just be like, what am I doing? Am I doing this right? I'm feeling the same pressure, guys.
And my anxiety is going through the roof right now just watching this happen.
But and once when it plugs in, it's not going to come out. And I'm wearing gloves, so I don't. My grip is sliding.
Oh God! Gravity is not going to be kind to this figure, says Colin Mac 57.
Yeah, I have no grip.
Thankfully.
Okay, good. I got it. Oh no, I thought I had it in. It popped. Come on, get in there. Okay, we got it in. I had to like push it up against my body to get that extra leverage, because these gloves are slippery. These gloves are that slippery kind of glove. And okay, the wings are definitely heavy on this. You can see that they're already sagging like crazy. Like I bring this up, it stays up right there. Yeah, then it's gonna go down. So I don't even know if this is gonna be a Kiki Fix thing. That's gonna have to. Oh my God! Wow. Jesus. Okay, so I'm going to position this so that the wings are back, so we can at least have it in a standing pose. But this is definitely a figure that is not going to be able to stand on its own. Absolutely not. This is not going to happen.
No.
Not without the wings touching the ground, at least. But maybe we'll see if that's different when I actually get to the actual posing and stuff like that. But for now, just to get it on the table and pose it out, that's what we're gonna do.
Oh my God!
It is huge, though. This is a huge figure. It's absolutely huge. Just for a quick scale comparison, guys, this is Godzilla 1954 compared to it. Yeah, there was a little glitch in the system for some reason. It was but that's okay. So just a comparison, really quick. Like, this is Godzilla 1954 standing next to it.
My God.
Look. I'm going to get closer just so you guys can see this better.
Oh.
This is huge.
Those wings could probably give Godzilla a hell of a hug.
It's absolutely huge.
Wow.
Anyways,
Jesus.
Let's I'm going to clear out some of the stuff over here. Let's move us off the side. We're going to get a closer look at the figure itself. Do we have any other questions over there, Rob?
As of right now, no, but if anybody has any questions, the floor is always open. Please, ask away.
Yeah, absolutely, go for it.
My God.
So, since I'm behind the camera, we will just go ahead and proceed with the paint and detail aspects of this. Yeah, this is going to be a Colin shelf hog. Absolutely. This thing is going to take up so much freaking space.
Yeah, that's not even a maybe or if. That's a definite.
Yep. Okay. So, let's get a little intimate with this guy, huh?
Please.
All right, so. Wow. I'm gonna have to move this figure back. You know, in this position, it is able to stand on its own. You know, I'm using the wings as a support, and they still look okay from this point of view.
That is a beast, though. Holy moly.
Right, look at that. This thing is... I mean, I will say that the level of detail on this is just amazing. For what... Whoever sculpted this, they did a really, really great job with this. Realizing it from a 2D image into 3D, this is phenomenal.
The membranes on the wings is crazy, especially after Blue Eyes, where it was just like very refined here with like all the wrinkles and everything, man. Whew, dear God. Wow.
Yeah, the wings are very, very detailed. You know, all the way to the tip and everything.
Jeez.
And we've got our center part right there. I'm going to bring it a little bit closer for a little bit of zooming nature here.
Wow.
The toes look like they have individual articulation, by the way.
Oh, they brought it back for Yu-Gi-Oh! You'll love to see it.
Let's take a close-up of that. Look at that.
That is a gnarly looking chest. I don't know what's going on there, but that's crazy. It looks very Guyver.
Yeah. What do you think this reminds you of? If you were to pick some animals, you know, what does this kind of remind you of the most?
I'm not gonna lie, it reminds me of the aliens from Pitch Black.
Oh, really?
Just a little bit.
You know what it reminds me of is, it reminds me of like a shark. If a shark was a person, like a space shark. That's what I'm getting from this.
Or maybe even a street shark. No. But no, I do see the shark. He's got that goblin shark looking face with the pointed
There you go.
nose.
That's it, goblin shark.
Oh, Colin says a crane.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, a little bit of a crane going on in there.
Man, what a beast. Sheesh. Hello, RJ Muss. How you doing?
Yeah, welcome to the stream, man.
We are looking at a very, very impressive dragon.
Yeah. This thing is huge. I can't wait to get Blue Eyes out here just to compare it. And we'll see how big that is compared to this guy. Because I think even in the show, this thing is even huge in the show, too. So I don't think it's even to scale with the others. I think it had to be scaled down, obviously, for figure form. So,
Wow.
but let's look at the back side of it really quick. Wow.
Oh, I love how the wings with the blue. Oh, that's cool.
And I'm gonna turn down my turn down the shutter here just to get a little bit more detail in the shot. But yeah, there it is. It's very reflective, very metal. I appreciate that the silver has that. It's kind of like that grainy candy coating to it, so it's not just like a pure silver. It's got a little bit of extra fun detail to it.
Yeah, I could see that in some of the corners where it almost looks kind of blue, too. Whoa, look at that tail. What a weird tail. Is this supposed to be like a mechanical, organic dragon? Because
I think Kyle would know the answer to that, because I think he watched a little bit of 5DS. He was mentioning that he would like to see a Cyber Dragon be put into this. So I originally wanted to say it's like a Cyber Dragon, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's just an armored dragon.
thankfully we have Google.
There you go.
Let's see here. I'm going to get the lore.
Let's do a side profile shot of this really quick.
Wow, it's got a pretty card, too. Holy moly. $209.99. Jesus.
Oh, my. So here's our side view.
So he is a dragon synchro.
Sounds technological, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, even in the card art, bro be looking type something. Attack 2500, defense 2000. Wow. Damn.
I mean, this is a pretty sharp looking figure, and I like it. I like it a lot, what we're seeing right here.
Oh, yeah. Definitely looks like it can cause bodily harm.
Hey, RJ says he's doing great, and he just picked up Monster Arts Godzilla 2021 Final Battle version, and he's really happy with it. Awesome, dude! I'm really happy with it, too. It's a banger of a release.
Absolutely.
I don't really know anything about this dragon, but it looks really cool. Hey, I suspect a lot of our community members that are into the S.H. Monster Arts line that follow me specifically aren't going to be too much into other IPs like Yu-Gi-Oh! And stuff like that. So, but hey, I'm glad that you're here and, like me, just kind of learning about this figure, you know, and its lore and everything, because I watched Yu-Gi-Oh! Back in the day. Same with Rob. Rob used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh! Too. But we never really got past the original run. This is from 5DS, which is, I think, what, 2 or 3... 4 maybe seasons after that, or series after that, I should say.
Could be.
Something like that. So I am digging that. I'm kind of being proven wrong with my guess that it couldn't hold itself on its own. So, and I think that really helps. I like what they've changed here compared to what they did with Red Eyes Black Dragon.
There you go.
So that one's issue with its feet was that the claw right here was just not, it was just so big and you couldn't get it to stand flat-footed, right? It's a lot shorter on the dew claw on this guy right here in the back. Let me point at that. So it's a lot shorter on the back side of it, and the feet are a lot larger. And by having the feet with articulated toes, it allows for the base of that foot now to touch the ground. And that's something that Red Eyes couldn't do. And so it was just, Red Eyes was just permanently perched like that, you know? It was like this. So you couldn't, well, maybe I can even show it with this actually as an example. It was more like this, right? So it was like this, it was like kind of like that permanently. And because of that, it would just like cause the ankle to collapse on itself. But this, because the toes are articulated now it allows this back dew claw to kind of go upward and rest, while the base of the palm of the foot now can touch the ground, and the toes can go upward. So this is significant. This is a big improvement. I wish that they did this with Red Eyes.
Damn.
So,
love
but
to
okay.
see it either way.
Yeah. So let's let me get this second. I'm going to re-record here. Okay. My camera only records in 30-minute bursts when we're shooting locally, so I have to reset that when we move on to the next session. Okay, so here's what we're going to do, chat. This is how it's going to go. We are going to go over paint and detail of this figure. We're going to go into accessories, and then we're going to go into articulation, and then we will do some comparisons with size of different figures, and then we will also do a Q&A fan chat towards the end. And I'll take this one last question right here. Is S.H.MonsterArts planning on doing any more figures with articulated toes? I could not tell you that off the top of my head right now. It's always a surprise to see that when that happens. I know with Godzilla, it's a little harder to do that because Godzilla has a specific style and a look, and Toho doesn't like the sculpt to be broken up too much. So, but with a character like this, I think there's room for that for this franchise. So we'll see what happens. But this is really cool. I really like this. And even to Godzilla line's credit, the -1 figure with movable toes really helped it too.
Absolutely.
Okay,
wow.
So I'm going to take off my lens hood here because we got to get really close to this guy. And we're just going to start from the top and work our way down.
It's got a very xenomorph looking head. It's just pointy.
Yeah. I definitely know what you mean, too.
Cameron Xeno, to be specific.
All right. So, really quick, let me pull out for this next shot right here. So here's the whole figure standing up. We got it in a good position. I got the wings in a great spread, too. It's really long. You know, let's just for the fun of it, let's see how long this wingspan is. It's not even fully outstretched. But if we were to give or take, this is probably really close to 20 inches wingspan when fully extended out. It's about 20 inches long. So
jeez,
it's incredible. So let's take a closer look. We'll start at the head first. And let me bring it closer. So we're not looking at articulation, guys. We're just looking at detail and paint. So the head, it's got this really cool, kind of like a hook in the front. The eyes are kind of like it's kind of like a bronze gold. And the teeth are very well painted for as little as they are. Look at that. Oh, that's a surprise. Look at that, Rob.
He's got a tongue!
He's got a purple tongue.
My God!
And it's fully articulated too. Look at that. That's crazy. So he's got a purple tongue in there. That's cool.
Oh, aura points.
That's what it looks like from the front view. It's very, like, from the front, this is very Xenomorph, right? Like, I'm getting alien. Like, I'm getting Alien Queen.
Yeah, Queen or Praetorian with that specific crest. Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Let me get my reflector under this. It'll bounce some light from the top, and it'll look, kind of fill in that lighting right there. There we go.
Wow.
Look at that.
Those teeth, though. My goodness. They're so tiny.
They are very tiny. They're very tiny. They're very sharp. The paint application that's used on here is actually very lightly done, so they're not coated.
Wow. Fire.
And you've got that gold eye right there, too. I love that, you know, there's no actual shading on the blue parts up here. But with the light reflections, it kind of gives off that natural kind of shading effect. There is some shading in the rivets, like on the chest area right there. And it looks like there's a little bit of black actually in between these rivets as well. So it looks really good though.
It does. Strange, but very, very good.
Yeah, the whole figure, let's look at the chest, the torso right there. Look at that.
That is nuts.
It's
like Majora's Mask.
Yeah, so there's a clear casing over sculpted detail, is what this is. So if you ever were somebody that wanted to open things up, you could open this up and take a good look at the detailing on the inside. But it is clear, painted purple on the inside. It really looks cool, and it's reflective, it's metallic. So when you move this around, it reflects that. It's the same thing with the shoulder bits right there. The shoulder bits also have that same effect.
Oh, wow. That's cool.
Yeah, they've got the shoulders, the arms look good there too. Let's look at more parts here. We've got, the chest is more of that bluish kind of armor.
It's nice and shiny. Exceptionally so.
Here's the other arm right here. The other arm's got a little bit of a bejeweled going on it. Some bling on the knuckles.
He got them brass purplage knuckles.
Heck yeah. Let's look at the behind the figure. Yeah, the detailing it's very clean. It's very smooth. It looks very like a tech dragon, right? I'm just gonna hold up the wings because they're not gonna hold up themselves, but. So here is the back side of it.
Oh, Michael, you got one of them I gave you money comments.
Oh.
From Robo Lizard.
My phone just went black for a second. Let me blip back on there really quick. Hey, Robo Lizard. Hey, thanks, man. Hey, whoa, check that out. Thank you, man. Watching Return of Godzilla 84, but gonna drop this off for you. Hey, man. I appreciate that, especially after going through what I just went through with this thing. Right? That'll pay for itself right there. No, but seriously, thank you so much. We are going to use that to hopefully offset the duties that I'm probably going to get charged for Legion, which is coming in about a week and a half from now. So that'll be great.
Oh God. Oh, I got to be present for that one.
It's coming soon.
Oh, I got to be present for that. I'll take some 5-hour energy.
Thank you so much, Robo Lizard. Really appreciate it. You're always a trooper, man. Thank you.
Much love to you, Robo Lizard.
Yeah.
Much love.
So going back to this, enjoy your 84 stream, by the way. So yeah, but yeah, the wings look great. They're very silvery. There's no shading on the wings or anything like that. I mean, maybe towards the top there's some shading up here. You can kind of see it a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of coloration.
It's like a monochromic kind of coloration, but for the most part, they're all mostly the same color. I would be worried about scraping the paint on this right here, especially when you're posing it in the long term. You might get some scratches. It's the same thing as Red Eyes Dragon. You might have to worry about that in the long run too. So just be careful when you're posing these wings together. They are designed so that they kind of overlap over on top of each other right there. So it shouldn't be too much of an issue though. On the edge of the wing, you've got this nice detail right here.
Damn, man. They went
Looks
all
really
out
good.
for this guy.
Yeah, it looks it looks really cool. And yeah, the whole wing design is fantabulous, right? Let me get out my reflector here, and we're gonna look at the toes. The toesy woesies, right?
Send feet pics.
Yeah.
Laserbeak316 asks, I know this is a shot in the dark, but will you ever be making an SH figure of Red Dragon Archfiend?
I don't know what that is. Is that a real name for the character?
I'm pretty sure. It sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster. Let me give that a Google real quick.
Well, to answer your question, though, I'm not Bandai, so I can't make those things, but I will definitely forward your inquiry to the folks over at Bandai and let them know.
Oh, dear God. Red Dragon Archfiend looks like this guy's older, edgy, heavy metal listening to brother. Dear God. He's a demon.
Wow. Oh, my. I'll have to look a photo of that character later.
Yeah.
For now, here is the lower abdomen area. Very cool looking. This is where there's a swappable part, or at least a part that gets added onto it. We'll have to look at the manual closer for the stand. The knees are really cool. They're a floating piece that just kind of sits there to move around with the kneecaps.
Nice.
Yeah. Let's see here. We've also got, let's look down at the, let me move the arms up so the arms aren't in the way. And then there's your leg design right there. The legs are they get really skinny towards the end right there. And like I said earlier, this is the big improvement that they made right there. You can see that the palm of the foot right there is touching the ground, and the toes are more up. So this gives it a better way to stand on its own. Now the wings are just so heavy that it eventually, like, the figure's actively collapsing on itself right now. Even right now, like, you can see this, like, it's not doing too well because those wings are so heavy. So I'll have to figure out how to rig this up better for standing on its own for photography purposes. But for the most part, let's take a look at the feet now. Articulated toes right there, so cool.
Love to see it.
So there's the feet.
Some gnarly feet. Jesus.
They've got an ankle sheath that goes over it right there, so you can do some rotation and whatnot.
It
really
almost
cool.
looks like he's supposed to stand on the palms of his feet, like a T-Rex or a Shin Godzilla, I should say, maybe.
Something like that.
It almost,
because when you put it down,
it's wild.
When you put it down like that, it looks like this. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Whereas, you know, Stardust, or not Stardust, the Red Eyes is kind of permanently like that when it's standing there. So this is a bonus. This is a bonus. It looks more natural too, in my opinion. This looks great.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Let's look at the tail, back side of the tail right here. So you can adjust this. Everything about this figure, everything is so stiff out of the box. I'm afraid to move them right now without heating them up further. They definitely, that was my mistake. I didn't heat treat this figure right away. Normally I do that. This is a case of why it's important to do that. But yeah, the tail's really cool.
Looks like a car part.
it's kind of like a scythe, not a scythe. It's like a club.
Just a club that could stab you to death.
Yeah. For sure.
Really make you a holy man.
Yeah, it'll make you question your faith.
It'll really put holes in your faith too.
Oh no. Okay. So that's it for detail right there. Now we're going to get into articulation, all right? So let's kind of explore that. Oh, it looks like the system's lagging again. 1 second.
Alrighty. Let's see here. Apparently, what is this? Red Dragon Archfiend is the rival to that of Stardust Dragon.
Oh, yeah. You know, I've seen photos of that one.
Okay. I can get down for that. I mean, just looking at that card art, I think I'd kill for a figure of that as well. Josh with the Guac 2.0. Rob, are you getting the S.H.MA Destroyer? Insert long name here.
Yeah.
And looking forward to your coverage for Biolante. As far as Destroyer goes, I am not sure. That's going to be a bit of an ask at a very sensitive time of the year because I try and keep the funds free for Godzilla Day for all them vinyls that they be putting out. So if it's a low vinyl year like last year, yeah, definitely I need a heavily articulated Destroyer.
Yeah.
Need.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So let's try to do this one thing at a time here. With we're gonna go into articulation now, everybody. You can see this figure's like, kill me now.
You got that lean on him.
You know what? I'm sorry. I lied. We're not going to articulation. Let's go over accessories really quick.
Yes, please.
So let's take a good look. Let's get the beam. Let's take a look at the beam.
Bro.
There is that beautiful beam effect right there. Wow.
I love it so much.
Yeah, so there's the beam effect. Let's kind of twirl it about a little bit. Looks... There is some highlighting effects throughout it, and I think you can kind of see that in there. It's also a little bit of light reflection that's going on, but there is some highlights throughout the beam itself. They have this really cool swirl pattern that's actually sculpted onto the beam. So this kind of gets me wondering, like, if they ever did this for Godzilla Ultima, this would actually be pretty cool way of doing it. Instead of doing like a piece that would be separate and held up by a stand. It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I really, really dig that. Wow.
Yeah, and then as well as the edge part right there, it's kind of flared out. It doesn't plug into any part of the mouth. It just exists.
That's fine. It looks amazing. That's all that matters.
Yep, and here's the tip of that. It's very, yeah, it's like it's kind of flared out, and then there's just a large spear that just kind of pokes out.
So he burns you, he stabs you, and he shoots you.
Yeah. So, and then you got the hole right here for the stand. So, the way that this works, you've also got your base, your clear base right here. Figure's made in China, if anybody wants to know, if anybody's curious. It's not made in Vietnam. So, figure, what was it? The Flame Hunter Wingman, that was made in Vietnam. So, but this was made in China. That's what that looks like. And we're going to kind of assemble this as we're looking at accessories, though. So, what you guys got to do with this piece right here, you have to pop these parts out. So, what you can do is you can take your stand that it comes with right here. And I believe all you have to do is just push it from the top. Just push it right there. You want to probably hold that by the top right there, and you just kind of push it inward. And it pops right out just like that. I'm going to pop them all out on this one because I might do different. So ooh. They're pretty stiff, but don't be afraid. Just use this piece to get it out.
And yes, they do go back in. They do.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, if you were for whatever reason, it looks like I'm looking at the graphic right here, the manual, and it does look like it's going to use all 4 of these.
Good.
So with that being said, I'm going to just start assembling this and kind of how they have it on this. We've got the 2 larger wing parts. We've seen these before with, let me move this out of the shot. We've seen this before. It's with the Blue Eyes. Red Eyes has it too. The recent Fire Rodan also has this. This seems to be the new type of stand that they want to do to hold up the figures. If you guys ever get these stands, by the way, out of the box, and they're really loose, all you got to do is take a little screwdriver and just tighten up those screws. That's it. And that will help the figure hold better. I saw somebody post online saying like, oh, these stands don't hold the wings very well. It's probably just because they're just loose at these joint parts right here. Just tighten them up with a screwdriver, and you will be good to go.
Can attest. Very much working.
Yeah.
Had to do that with my Blue Eyes.
All right. And you know what? This one actually goes more forward, is how they have this one. And you would just put the beam effect on top of that right there. So nice. There's the beam effect. So there's the beam effect on that. So far, we've got assembled this much. It's a big stand piece.
Looks like a monster in and of itself.
I know, right? Like, watch out. The invisible creature is going to get you, right? And then, and then we have, let me move this out of the shot. We've got this piece right here. I'm going to connect it so that my hands are not just in the way. But you just connect this to that. So this is the cradle piece. And it looks like it's kind of interesting because they're saying that we have to use this small piece right here as well. And it's attached to, it doesn't look like it attaches permanently to the figure.
Huh. Maybe, actually, I don't have an assumption on that.
Yeah, it looks like, no, you know what? There is a swappable piece. Looking at the manual, it looks like it does pop off. So let's see where that part is. It's right below. Yeah, so if we were to take that and compare it, I believe it's going to be that piece right there. I'm going to spread, let's see here. Does it pop off? It's in Japanese, so it's not quite clear, but yes, it does pop off. So we got the bottom piece right here, this top. So it is this piece? No, it's this piece right here. All right, so it looks like it's, aha, it was that piece, aha.
Wow.
So it's this piece that pops off. It's so flush with the sculpt, it's so hard to tell off the top. Like, I'm just sitting there going like, I think it's this piece, right? But it was definitely that piece. And then this plugs in right at the bottom right there. When you guys do this, when you guys unplug it, it's just easier if you just but pull it off right here from the edge of the behind the leg. So you have to lift the leg a little bit and then you can pop it out a lot easier that way.
Looks like that peg is going to go like into the figure, not just the piece, which is comforting.
Yes. So the cradle itself will just rest there, but this piece is an attachment that, oh, look at that. So looking closer at the cradle piece, you see that? It's got a plug.
Yep.
So, and then to do this part, the larger part of it goes in the rear. So when you plug this in, it's gonna go in just like this. The there's two smaller parts, and then there's the larger pieces right here. The larger pieces go on the back side where the tail is, and you just kind of line this up and plug it in. That's for extra security. Look at that. So it's on there. It's on a stand. So let me just plug this in back here.
I ain't saying nothing.
Don't do it, Rob. Don't do it. I keep knocking out the toe on this. I keep touching it. The toes use very small ball joints. They're just easy to pop out. There's nothing wrong with them or anything like that, but they do pop out very easily if you're not careful. And then let's just get the wing put on this right here. The nice part is that those tips, the tips right here, they kind of twist a little bit.
So you can really get them into a good position.
Yeah. Looks like, okay, I got it hooked up on the right spot the first time around.
Cool.
You can hook these up in any fashion you want, but it recommends to connect them to the second part. Let me see if that's in the shot. So specifically for the wing, it says that it recommends that you connect it so you have this longer part of this second section of the wing. It wants it to connect right here on the lower part, which you can do. But you can do it to any of these wing parts, really. You don't have to do it to that one. And right off the bat, mine I've noticed are loose. So I have this little screwdriver right here. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten these a little bit right here so that they can hold the wings a little bit better. That's all it takes is just a little screwdriver and just kind of tighten it a smidge. It doesn't really take a lot, honestly, because they're already pretty tight out of the box, generally speaking. You just go in there and you just tighten them up a little bit more. That'll prevent it from falling further. So, but yeah, there it is. Let's see how high we can get the wings. Actually, I think we can get them pretty high up there.
I think so. Definitely.
I mean, it's definitely got it's a whole system, you know, to get this on there.
Yeah.
So this is what it looks like when it's on its stand, though. And then we're just going to pose this up here. According to this, the beam can go into the mouth. You just need to put the tongue down.
All right.
It's kind of interesting because the beam effect itself is kind of like it's a ball towards the tip of it.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
Plus his little facial harpoon is kind of getting in the way too.
Yeah, that is getting in the way. I was like wondering, it's like something's not right. Like the beam is crooked for some reason. So, but I think I fixed that. Okay. Okay, there it is.
Nice.
So there it is. Good old beam effect in there and everything. So let's zoom out. Let's see how everything worked, right? So this is the figure on its stand. I tightened up the edges a little bit of the hands for the wing parts right there. But that's it. That's the whole thing. All connected.
Honestly, gorgeous.
And I do like that it's connected. This part up here is connected. It's secured. It's not going to fall out. You don't have to worry about the figure falling off the cradle. So that was a pretty smart move that they did that.
I'd have to agree because, you know, I don't feel like my Blue Eyes is going to fall off anytime soon, but something like this, I think definitely needed that, like, more solid connection because look at it. Look at those wings.
Yeah, the wings are really, really heavy. So for sure, you're going to have to do some finagling and stuff. And even then, like, I think I'm probably going to have to tighten these parts right here too because they just like to move so much. And they're much looser, these parts right here, that you're definitely going to want to tighten that up a little bit more. So, but yeah, this is looking pretty cool though. I dig it. I like the way it looks. Let me just tighten this one up too. Yeah, that looks a lot better. So, but yeah, definitely guys, it's a really cool figure. It's not, I'm going to say it, I don't think this is going to be an articulation friendly figure as much as it is you're going to pose it and you're going to be done with it kind of thing, right?
Yeah. I mean,
this isn't like your Godzilla where you can get into some really cool poses and want to try over and over and over and over again, right? So
I think I'd be a little scared to pose this thing.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool, don't get me wrong, it's cool. It's just very technical.
There's a lot going on under the hood.
So here's your side profile. And even with these stands on here, like, this commands a lot of shelf space. So this is like, I think in one of my little small displays, this is going to take up the entire space in there.
Yeah.
And I'll have to put it in the back, basically.
Spread them wings out, get the tail curve to a certain side.
Precisely.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that looks cool. It's on its stand and everything. While it's there, let's go ahead and take a look at the swappable hand parts. The hand parts themselves, the hands are very large. They just pop right out. Hold it by the wrist when you pull it out, because that's the only part you're switching. I'm going to put the swappable hands right here on the table so you guys can see what they look like. So here are the swappable hand parts. Really cool. Wow. They're just kind of like open grabby hands, right?
Going in for the kill.
Yeah, or like maybe we'll make them tent like Mr. Burns, you know? Excellent.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, let's go ahead and let's bring this back in the shot. And let's get the new hands on there. The hands popped off very easily. Putting them on, grab it by the elbow when you're putting the mech on. That way you can hold that, get a little bit more leverage there.
Those are some waffle iron looking hands. My goodness.
Yeah, they're fairly biggins.
Cool.
Yeah. So let's look at those hands a little bit closer now that they're on. So yeah, they're definitely much more out there, right? But let's see if we can get them to
cool.
Let's see if we can get them to tent.
Yes, excellent.
It doesn't look like we will be able to do that, actually.
Not with those...
That looks like an articulation limitation, actually. Because remember, I said that the joints are a little different on this guy. They're not the usual... It's the sockets that are different, right? It's like a weird... Like, you can twist it and rotate it a little bit, but it looks like it's being sculpted by the sculpt right there. So it doesn't look like I can get it further than that. But yeah, I'm going to say I don't think I can get him to tent. Because even at the elbows, you guys, this is actually a better view. You guys can see what I'm talking about, how it's different. And how it kind of reminds you of like Reveltech.
Yeah, because they're out in the open. They're not covered.
Yeah. It's a ball. It's like and it swivels, right? So you've got the top part right there too. If it can focus. Yeah, so you can see how... So you got that swivel part right there, right? But that's as far as it goes, though. It just stops. And I think it's... Yeah, that's it. That's as far as it's going to go.
Damn.
So, kind of limited with that kind of motion right there. Yeah, you can't get this guy to, like, put his arms more in. Because it's the same style right here at the armpits where they connect at the shoulder. It's the same style of joint. So it can swivel up and down. You know, if you rotate that piece, it can also swivel back and forth, but then it gets stopped right here at the sculpt as well. So we were trying to get him to tent his hands. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. So, but they're very grabby indeed. The other accessories, oh, that was it, actually. That's all the accessories there are. So,
Alrighty.
yeah, so that was all the accessories for this guy right here. Pretty cool. It comes with a lot of accessories. You've got the stands, you've got the alternate hands, you've got this bit where you can change out the crotch piece right there. Really cool.
Lovely.
Yeah, really cool. So, go ahead, Rob.
I was gonna say, it's just that I'm still marveling at the fact that this thing is huge, and
Yeah,
I love
it really
that.
is.
I love that breath effect piece. I really, really do.
Yeah, it's really cool. If you were just to get this figure, you're already winning with the accessory, right? I mean, you can use this for anything else.
Yeah.
So the thing is it can be a little finicky on trying to get this to stay in the mouth, and I don't know what the deal is, but that tongue likes to pop right up.
His nasal harpoon ain't helping either.
Yeah, that doesn't help, but anyways. So, but yeah, that's the effect and everything, the figure all together and whatnot. It looks really cool. I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna display this thing when it's all said and done.
I wish you all the luck of the world.
Right. But need it. So, but really cool. Let's get into the articulation on it now. So I'm gonna take this off the stand. God forbid, right? we're gonna take it off the stand. We'll have a clear view of it and everything. Let me just take this piece back off. Now that I know where that piece is, it's so much easier to remove.
It'll be second nature.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say that this figure is one of those ones that is going to make your average collector very nervous opening it up and getting it out for the first time. But once when you start moving it around, you'll figure it out. I'm going to run this through the heat gun because there's a lot of parts on this that are really stiff. And I like to give this warning out to anybody that does this at home. If you're going to do this, don't use a heat gun unless you're familiar with it, because a heat gun can damage your figure if you don't use it properly. And I'm mainly doing this on the head and the neck and the tail, because those are the parts that I saw that were the stiffest. Okay. So with that being said, yeah, the wings, they are not going to hold at all on their own, period. It's just not going to happen. So I'm going to have to hold this figure up as we're going through articulation.
Because he's just that friggin' big.
Yeah, he's pretty big.
Wings.
Unless I can position the wings in a way that they just kind of hold themselves up. Here, let me see if I can do that. Yeah, you know what? That'll work. That'll help. So I've got the wings, it's kind of interesting actually, Rob, check this out. I got the wings positioned like that.
That actually looks really cool too.
Yeah, I don't know if that's accurate to the source material, but it can do that. Okay, so let's start with articulation of the head. I'm going to be extremely careful because I do not want to pop this neck out at the base right here, so I'm going to hold on to that while I'm moving the rest of it though. Let me zoom out. So here is your neck articulation though. It can go all the way up. It can't, oh, look at that. Yeah, look at that. It can go higher than that.
Ooh.
It just keeps going.
And going, and going.
As long as you have these spikes right here, just kind of going off to the side, it can go up further than that. But it can look down as well. You can make it go from side to side there. You can actually do 360 with this thing.
Wow.
At least right here at this part. Actually, I think you could probably do 360 degrees. Yeah, you know what? It's really just right here. Because it's the most circular part. So that's where you're going to be able to pull that off. But other than that, you can get this thing to do some really cool... let's look at the looking downwards. Look at that. Wow.
He looks all the way down.
It's touching his chest, yo. Well, really close to it. Like, I can get it to do that if I'm pushing it. Oh, that was it. Popped it out.
Oh.
Well, now that you can see the barbell system that they use.
Oh.
All right, back to the head. So yeah, that was head. It can move pretty far down. You know, we can get it all the way down like that. It can go even further. As far as let's do like a little twist. You can twist that neck, twist that head. Like it can twist all the way around like that. It can't go beyond that. You can get really creative though with how far you want that head to twist, right? Pretty
Haunting.
Cool. Yeah, you just have to be careful with that neck area though, so that just doesn't pop out at the base. That seems to be the most sensitive part. As far as mouth articulation goes, you've got your, up and down movement. It's just on a ball joint. That's as far as the mouth is going to go before it pops off though. Let me zoom in a little bit more. So yeah, that's as far as it's going to go. The tongue is articulated, and it's a nice purple color. So you can make that go up and down like that. As far as staying shut all the way, yeah, if you pushed it hard enough, it'll stay mostly closed. So that's pretty cool. You can do that. As far as the arms articulation goes, this is kind of interesting. So it uses a different style joint system than what we're used to. So, and there's a bit of the sculpt right here at the shoulder that kind of gets in the way. But these parts, they kind of move around as well. They're on a ball joint peg system, so they can move up and down. They move, the whole point is that they just move with the arm, whichever arm is the arm is facing. So you've got your elbow bend though. Look at that. Because it's like similar to that Revoltech joint, you can really get that elbow bend to be crazy up that way. And I think the only reason why it's stopping right here is because this part of the forearm is touching the sculpt. So if I were to twist this like that, it can actually twist even more. So it's really just a limitation of this piece touching this piece when it comes to articulation. So you just have to just kind of move that around to get that bend.
Give it the good old swivel pose.
Yeah, but it can go all the way out like that way. It's pretty cool. You've got the wrist arc movement right here as well. We have the grabby hands on still, but you can make this go upwards, downwards. Make it, hold it out like, give me your soul. Wrist has got some good movement too. You can move that 360 degrees. I'm gonna put the regular hand back on this so that we can just see a little bit of a difference.
Some variation.
Yeah, so, and this is with the regular hand, what it looks like. So, same thing, it goes up and down. You can twist it up and down, left to right, whatnot. Other hand, it's the same thing. There's nothing too different about that. You can make it go straight. It won't go backwards. These won't go backwards. Like if you were to spread them out, that's as far as it's gonna go.
Huh.
So not much more beyond that. Yeah, that's as good as it's gonna get.
Nice big hug.
But you got an elbow bend. You can get creative with its forward motion right there. But really, it's just gonna be about that sculpt right there. That's what's gonna cause your issues with limitations. But you can work around that. You just have to twist it and move it around. As far as the torso articulation goes, let's look at this. Right, very curious about this. We've got. Oh, ooh. It moves beautifully. Look at that. Let me just reposition the legs a little bit differently. Let me just, okay. So as far as your torso articulation goes, let me get the reflector out so we can see the bottom. Okay. So as far as your articulation goes for the torso area, you've got a nice bend. It's mostly at the hip, believe it or not, where you're going to get that articulation. So you can really move the hip backwards, or you can move it more forward. As far as the ab crunch goes, let's see how far we can do that without the wings getting in the way. That's about it. That's as far as that ab crunch is going to go on this figure.
It's not bad.
That's it. It's honestly, it could have been more, but I think that's just part of the sculpt just getting in the way.
He do be angular.
Yeah. Most of that is coming from the hip area, though.
Yeah, definitely. Not so much the upper torso.
Yeah. And then as far as the leg articulation goes, you know, oh yeah, and then with the torso, you can twist it.
Good.
You got a nice twist effect right there. You can not make this go 360 degrees, though. You can't twist this 360. So, but that's as far as that is going to go for that articulation right there in that area. Let's look at the legs. The legs are cool. You've got a floating piece right here. So this can move in any direction that it needs to. You can even rotate them, you know, you can tilt them too. Look at that. You can tilt it left to right like that.
Nothing like a good kneecap tilt.
Yeah,
Good stuff.
so very accommodating for a lot of movement right there. At the hips, there is a sheath that's very, very tight around it. It's really not much of a wiggle room kind of thing. But you can move those legs up and around. You can almost do a 360 on that right there. Almost. Oh, I just popped off. Whew, that's a tiny joint right there.
Yeah.
Very small. But it works for this. I like that it's very long like that, so that way you can move these joints around. They are very small though, so you just have to be very careful with that. As far as the kneecap movement goes, you know, you've got... So it's kind of interesting because I think it's a double hinge knee, right? We've got the hinge here and we got a hinge right there. So, and then you can move this to kind of make it look like the knee is actually moving. You cannot twist this. Can't twist the upper calf, and you cannot twist it at the thigh at the lower end. They are not twistable, unfortunately. So if you're going to want it to move, you're going to have to move it at the hip for that twisting action. Moving a little bit further down, though, this is one solid piece, by the way. One solid piece. And then you've got the sheath, the ankle sheath right there, which is kind of like a rocker. This can move 360 degrees. You can move this in any direction you want. The dew claw does not move. That was something that you could do, I believe, on the Red Eyes Black Dragon. You could move that up and down on the backside, but this one is just one solid piece right here instead. But they fixed that with the toe articulation, and this is so cool. I love this. Look at that. Like,
That's just awesome.
There is some serious range.
Wow. Articulated
so cool.
toes, man. They're the game changer.
Yeah, I mean, for this figure, for sure. This is the game changer for this figure. This figure's got such cool... Like, look at that. Like, there's so much... Like, you couldn't even do this with the -1 figure. You couldn't move those toes. Like, with as little effort as possible to move that, right?
Yeah, nah.
Now, the caveat with that is that because these have no... they move so smoothly, they just will not hold pressure. But thankfully, the bottom of the foot right here, this is where it's going to rest on the table right there, or on the ground. So while these will pop up, you'll have that support right here. So that's a welcomed addition compared to Red Eyes Black Dragon. So, but that's the feet right there. And they can move, you know, like this too. So you got this movement as well. It's so cool. And this feels stronger than Red Eyes 2. It feels stronger. It's not, though, because with these wings, they just kind of make it go straight down.
Yeah.
The small legs, gonna have that happen. So let me just reposition these wings really quick, and we'll look at the tail now. So here's the tail articulation. It's kind of interesting. It's not a lot of segments, really.
No,
so it looks like that. It's not a lot of segments. Let me pull out a little bit here. So it's not a lot of segments. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 points of articulation on the tail. It's actually really low.
Yeah.
I think Red Eyes had way more than that too. But as far as movement goes, it's not bad. Like, we can get we can get a curve on there. I did wake up the joints a little bit after heating them up. Oh yeah, it's just gonna take you some some getting used to, but you can get some nice curl. It's not going to get so much curl on these parts right here because they're so much longer, you know? Like this, if you push this anymore, it's going to fall off. That's kind of the end of that right there. But there's more, I mean, when you have more joints in this area, you're going to be able to get a lot more curve in that spot. So, but that's what it looks like. Some good curve.
Yeah, it's not bad at all.
Your upward movement, because there's no spikes on top, you actually have some decent range moving upwards. So you've got that. Oh, yeah. Oh. That's the one thing you have to be considerate about is this top part of the tail. It kind of reminds me of Monster X, really, and how its articulation goes for the tail. Because it just kind of, you're not going to get too much bend with this top piece, but most of that bend is going to come from the base, and I mean, we can get it up there pretty well, actually.
Yeah, that's not a bad curve up at all.
Let's look at downward. This is where it kind of looks a little funky, actually, because you see it's kind of looking funky right there. Let me see if I can... You can kind of fix that, but it just doesn't look 100% right. Let me move those legs up. Downward curve, I would say it's more limited going downward, believe it or not. Yeah, definitely more limited downward. So upward and side to side, good movement though. Great movement. As far as the tail tip goes, the club end it is on a ball joint.
Oh.
It can twist, so you can twist this like a drill. Kind of reminds me of Mechagodzilla's. It's kind of very malleable right here, so it's like it's got some bend to it. It doesn't look like there's massive amount of articulation you can really do. Like looking up, and I'm moving it to look up and downward, like tilt up and down, and just kind of resets. I think that the ball joint's simply just a connection piece, honestly. But that's kind of it for that right there. So articulation looks good on the main body. Now we're going to get into the the wing articulation. God forbid. Oh God.
You're going to have to double hand that one like a corn on the cob.
This is like, it's a mess. It's an absolute mess. It's not going to hold itself together. But we'll get through it. I'm just going to kind of have it lay down. So, as far as wing articulation goes, all these segments right here, they move, right? You've got movement right here. You've got movement right there. It's more of a, kind of like a swivel kind of thing. It doesn't look like... Let me pull back a little bit on that. It looks like you can make it go upwards, like this. So that's cool. So you can get them really spread out.
Oh man.
It breaks up the sculpt a lot when you do it that far, but you can get some really cool dynamic range. You'll have to like reset it just a smidge. So it looks a little bit nicer like that, you know?
Yeah.
But if you really wanted to, you could break this apart completely to get even more range than you wanted to. So this is really looking at the, yeah, this is, so if we were to stand this up. Yeah.
Wow.
So you can really break that up and it twists and everything. I'm going to push these back down. These parts actually hold together quite well. You know, when you're holding it by the base of the wing, like they hold pretty okay. I'm going to bring the camera back for this because it's such a big piece, right?
Yeah.
It's such a big piece. I'm going to have to flip my camera around, or the eyepiece around, so I can see what the heck I'm doing. But yeah, yeah, it's just that, you know, these parts, they work well together. They're not sagging, right? Oh, well, now they are, as soon as I said that. Well, that's because I positioned it, but for the most part, it holds, right? Like, I'm doing that. It's like, you can make this fold up on itself. Looks cool. Let's look at it from behind. You know, it just depends on how you have this set up, right? If you have the wings folded in like this, I mean, it's pretty cool. You can get that in there like that. It's just a matter of getting the figure to stand on its own to do this whole process, but it has that ability to do it. You can really stretch that out really far.
Wow. Jesus.
Yeah. it's just so weak. It's so weak right here at the shoulder. Like, it's just so heavy. Once when you have all these parts together, like, I put it up like this and immediately it just swivels back down. So to do that, you're just gonna have to kind of rotate this piece around and find a good way so it's not gonna do that. And it just doesn't look like there's any winning about it. You're just gonna have to have a stand, guys, with this figure if you're wanting it to do any kind of pose. Now, the other wing is tighter, believe it or not, right here at the edge. So maybe it does need just some kiki fix. Yeah, this is tighter. This one's got a better grip. So this one was a little loose right here at the edge, but this one's got a good grip on it, actually. So maybe I just need to kiki fix this to make it work. But yeah, other than that, it's not going to hold on its own very well.
Stand required.
Yeah, I mean, it's just unfortunate that it's going to be one of those figures that you're just going to have a stand. And, you know, it's possible. Like, we had at the very beginning of the stream, we had this posed up where the wings were kind of tilted back. And they were, basically, they were acting like a stand piece, right? So they were kind of supporting it a little bit. But, like, let's see if I can do it again. See, now that I've been messing with it, a lot of the joints have loosened up, so now it's starting to collapse under itself. Yeah, this figure's... It ain't a Godzilla figure. That's the thing, right? It ain't a Godzilla figure, and it's got no... It's just, that tail is just so big, right? So, but that's... There it goes. Okay, no. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it back on its stand for the remainder of this right here. Oh, by the way, the hip articulation, look at that. Like, you can go all the way out. I mean, as you guys recall, when I took it out, it was posed like a dead lizard. So let's put this piece back on, and we're going to put this back on its stand. And I'm going to tighten this one up a little bit more. Just give me a second here. Okay.
This guy really is the process, though.
Yeah, this is... If I were to tell you guys this is a fun figure to own, it's definitely not. It's like not... Like, this whole process has made me just go like, oh man, this is a whole process to have this figure. I've got this posed up this time more in a flight pose now that I've, you know what? We've actually got this so that I'm going to put these stand pieces down. Never mind. Oh! I was going to see if I can get it posed with that by itself. And I think I can. I think I really can, honestly. I don't think there's much about that we can do. Oh, I just popped it out. Just a second.
Oh dear.
Okay. Yeah, I think Kiki Fix is definitely going to help this in the long run. And let's plug this in right here. Okay. There we go. Got it plugged in there at the base. We just got to get those wings out. And I don't think that the wings are going to stay up, but if they do, cool. If not, yeah, they're not going to stay up. They're not going to stay up. They're too heavy. But I'll get them posed something like this, at least. So there you have it. We have it in a flight mode of sorts. It's not bad. I mean, the wings are touching, that wing is still touching the ground, but for the most part, with the stand tightened, you've got, it actually poses okay. Like, this isn't going to fall over. Don't fall over.
Yeah, please, for the love of God.
Yeah. No, I think it's fine, though. I think it's going to stay the way it is. Yeah, this looks good. So with that, I think that this is... We're officially done with articulation demo and checking that out and everything. Let's do some scale comparisons.
please.
So, and I'm going to take it off the stand again, and we're going to just pose this up so it's standing as much as it can. I'm going to get these wings posed up in a way that kind of support it a little bit in the back side of it. And this isn't even going to be standing 100%, right? Like,
he's going to have that forever slouch.
yeah, standing all the way straight up, like this figure is going to be mighty tall.
Just like Ridley in Smash. He's too big.
Yeah, I remember that comment. That was Sakurai that said that, right?
Yeah. Lo and behold, one game later.
He's like, we made it happen because you guys really wanted it. Also, it might be the last one ever. I don't believe that for a second.
Nah, he's making one right now. We all know it.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to put the lens hood back on this. And, oops. Okay. Let's do some comparisons really quick. Since I already have it out here, I'm going to put Godzilla 54 next to it again.
Tiny. Good lord.
Right? Yeah. I'm going to have to push this further back, I just realized. Because it's so freaking huge.
Because of those friggin' wings, man.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's ginormous. So yeah, that's, look at that.
Damn. Big dragon.
So I think for this comparison, let's just, if anybody in the chat has requests, cool, right? But I think for the most part, we're going to compare some other Yu-Gi-Oh characters with it.
I'm about that. I need to see Blue Eyes.
Yeah,
Desperately.
so let's bring up Blue Eyes and compare that with Stardust here.
Stardust definitely has Blue Eyes beat.
Oh, here we go. Tass, will you ever make a video showing your display? Maybe. My display is pretty packed with Monster Arts and everything, so one of these days. It's not really that impressive of a display. It's more of a storage purpose kind of thing at this point, but maybe one of these days I'll dress it up a little bit nicer. Konnichiwa. Hey, welcome.
Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Play Tyler, the Creator, please.
I don't even know what that is.
Oh.
I'll have to look that up on my own time there. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me go grab...
Do you like hip hop, Michael?
I don't dabble in it, no.
All right. Well, he's a bit on the weirder side, so it might facilitate.
Okay.
He just put out a very good project.
We'll get to Blue Eyes, Rob. I have Blue Eyes in the back of my display, but for now, I'm going to bring out the Flame Wingman.
Oh, okay.
So here's our Flame Wingman sitting down next to Stardust Dragon.
Oh, God.
And Flame Wingman is already a pretty tall figure. I'll go ahead and have him stand up here in a second. That's how I had him displayed in my display, though. He's more or less standing or sitting down. So let me get this guy. He's also another figure that just needs a stand, really, to stand up, because the dragon head on this guy is so flipping heavy. And the wing part is so heavy, too. But here they are standing next to each other. Is he going to stand next to him? Yes, he is. There it is.
Wow. What a contrast.
And mind you, Stardust Dragon's legs are, bent pretty well right now to help support itself. Like, it's much larger. It's significantly larger.
Jeez. It's a nice
If we were to do front side comparison like that. Yeah. I mean, this is a really cool figure. I just wish it would stand a little bit better on its own, right? Let's get out. Oops.
Whoa.
Sorry about that. Yeah. That was, yeah. Did you get a little whiplash from that?
Just a bit.
Yeah, you're like, whoa. Did your head turn with the camera?
Little, you kind of Steven Seagal'd me right there.
All right, next up is the Red Eyes Black Dragon. I don't have Dark Magician on display because I was working with that, so we're not going to be able to bring that one out, unfortunately. But here is Red Eyes. Now, I did apply some Kiki Fix to Red Eyes Black Dragon here so that it could stand on its own a little bit better. But for the most part, I had this on display as its flight pose. The articulation of the tail is like so much better, by the way, with this guy.
Oh, I believe it.
So let's see if I can get this.
He has that kind of design that just lends itself to good posability.
Yeah, so here's Red Eyes.
Oh, what a guy. I love that guy so much.
It's kind of getting lost in the dark of the black background here. Let me shine another light on him. Yeah, so here you go. That'll make him pop a little bit more.
I was born in it.
The wings for this guy are so much shorter by comparison. It's ridiculous how much shorter they are.
Wow.
Like that's, yeah.
Bro's like tiny.
You know what's interesting is that the head on it though is huge, despite being a smaller figure and everything. So, but yeah, there was that. Let me grab Blue Eyes now.
Yeah.
Old Bluey.
The dog?
I think, yeah. Oh, that's a thing.
It is.
It is a thing. How about that? Okay, so let me grab... I have Blue Eyes in flight mode right now, so let me just take them off. I think out of all the figures, Blue Eyes and Dark Magician are the most stable figures in the line when it comes to standing.
Yeah, without a stand, Blue Eyes... Well, I only have Blue Eyes and Dark Magician, but I can't actually get them standing without stands, so...
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. Especially old Blue Eyes over here. My God, he's an infant!
Yeah.
He's a little guy. Oh, my God. Jeez.
It's insane, right? Like...
Bruh.
Yeah. Like, you thought Blue Eyes was like... How much was Blue Eyes? Blue Eyes was like 120 or something? 130 or something? How much was Blue Eyes? Let's look it up really quick.
Yeah, because I paid, I think, like 100 for him before shipping. So I want to say like 120, 130 at the highest.
Yeah, let's take a look really quick.
On the information highway. God, this thing is...
All right, yeah, so Blue Eyes was $140. So for $4 more, you get Stardust Dragon. $5 more.
What?
Yep, $5 more and you get Stardust Dragon.
Jeez. Okay. Dang.
But
wow.
Yeah, they look... These two look good together, though. You got, like, more of an organic dragon, and then you got this, like, you know, technological-looking dragon.
A Giga Dragon.
A Giga Dragon. There you go. I'm going to have to figure out how to do some really cool poses with this other one, with the Stardust Dragon, but, yeah, it's a big one.
That is a big dragon. Good
Let's
Lord.
compare it. Let's bring out... Let's see here. We've got -1 Godzilla.
Mori. Oh.
What do we think of that comparison there?
-1's a small guy in and out of the movie, but that is still staggering.
Isn't it?
Like, bro's knee comes up to his hip.
Yeah.
And it's bent.
Yeah. That's the truth.
Oh.
It's crazy, right? I mean, Stardust Dragon is just a very large figure, and for $5 more than Blue Eyes, I think that the value is definitely there. I think Blue Eyes is definitely more fun than this one.
Yeah.
But but yeah, who else do we want to bring out? Any requests, Rob?
Jeez. I was gonna say Ghidorah, but I know he's in the back.
Which Ghidorah, though?
2019.
Let's bring out the gold one. How's that sound?
That sounds good to me.
I'm bringing it out for this one because this is a contender, you know,
Yeah.
for large figure. So let me just move some things around really quick. You know what? Let's bring out stuff along the way. That'll be more interesting than just me digging. So I'll bring out Mecha King Ghidorah.
Oh,
This is the Shinjuku Mecha King Ghidorah. So here is Shinjuku King Ghidorah.
Jesus. Did not realize that guy was so big.
So, and again, you know, Stardust Dragon's knees are pretty bent. Like, if we stood this guy up straight, you know, standing up straight as much as we could, with its head all the way up, like, it's just as tall.
Yeah. He'll clear.
I can't really bend the knees much further than what they are right now because they're gonna collapse. But, yeah, that's Shinjuku Ghidorah. Let's bring out Destroya. This is the special color version.
Bro's gonna bring out the demon crab.
So there's that.
Oh.
So there's Destroya with... Looks good. That'd be a battle to see, right?
Yeah, they could both stab each other with their heads.
Exactly. Let's see here. Who else can we grab that and bring out? Let's, how about some Shin Godzilla? We like some Shin Godzilla. Rob. Shin Rob Shira. Shin Godzilla. They go together like butter.
Like butter.
So this is the, I believe this is the reissue, right? Is this the reissue? Let me look at the feet. This is the reissue of the first Shin Godzilla.
Wow, yours looks much better than mine does. Ooh.
How do you like that?
Wow. I love that, actually.
Do you like it?
I love it.
He loves it, he says.
I love
All right, we're almost to Mecha. We're almost to regular King Ghidorah here, or the special color version. We're almost there. Actually, you know what? I think we'll be able to pull it out from where it's at right now. Yes, we have it.
We have it, silver and gold. A little bit of an AFI reference for you out there.
Oh,
Anybody?
I love AFI.
Have you
listened to them in a long while?
They just dropped a new song last week.
Did they really?
Yes, they're going very gothy post-punk with this album. Very exciting.
So there is King Ghidorah. Let me just fix that neck really quick.
Kevin.
And that's just kind of already bent a little bit. Let me fix those legs. Yeah, there it is.
Wow.
So, if you're wondering, King Ghidorah 2019 is still the largest figure in the line, hands down. I don't think anything will ever beat it. But Stardust gives it a good run. It's not bad. Like, if we look at that wing articulation, let me just, you know what? Let's do this, Rob. We'll set 2019 Ghidorah in the back. I'm going to just set this guy in the front, and we're just going to see who has the longer wingspan. Oh yeah, it's still going to go to King Ghidorah.
Wow.
So,
my
but
assumptions were wrong.
It's up there though. It's pretty close.
Yeah, it's the closest we've gotten, I think.
Yeah. So there it is. King Ghidorah's wingspan is 2 feet wide total, and Stardust is 20 inches.
Stardust got the Kalima hand going right there.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, like, would have I liked this figure to have solid wings, or if I like them articulated like this? A part of me kind of wants to say I would have liked it if they were solid, honestly. But I know that would even be heavier.
Yeah, that's the only thing, but oh man, you could dream, right?
I mean, I think the only real right way to do wings like this is probably to do bendy wire. Let's just be real. If they did bendy wire with this, it would probably look pretty cool and not broken up. It still would be heavy at the end of the day, but yeah, it's not a good. It's a good height though. It is height wise. I think that it's up there. You know.
Yeah. Might end up being the tallest Yu-Gi-Oh one for a little bit.
It is definitely going to be the tallest Yu-Gi-Oh one for now. Who else do we want to bring up? We'll do two more.
Oh man, there's so many. There's so many. Do you have a Mecha Godzilla of any ilk on hand?
We do. We have all of them actually. All of them are pretty easy and accessible. We have Super Mecha Godzilla. We have Mecha Godzilla 74. We have a Shinagawa Kiryu as well. We've also got Biolante.
Hey,
Why don't we bring up Biolante? What do you think?
Do it.
Hey, girl.
I love that.
Yeah. Let me get. Let me bring out Shinagawa Kiryu. I don't really bring this one out too often. I feel like most people request, and I usually pick the heavy armed version, but this is the Shinagawa version.
He's all Terminatored.
Yeah, let me get these guys posed up like that. That way you guys can see them better there.
Wow. That Kiryu. Sheesh.
Yeah, this is the Shinagawa Kiryu, so it's got the arm missing on there. That's how I have this one displayed.
What a sight.
They look good, though, together right there. Let me get... I'm working my way to Biolante. I thought I could easily grab it, but it's got Space Godzilla sitting in front of it, too. Let me get Space Godzilla out here. This is the special color version of Space Godzilla. This is the one that you don't really see too often when we look up Space Godzilla stuff.
Oh.
So that's the special color version of Space Godzilla.
Huh.
They kind of look like they would work together.
They kind of do.
Yeah, I'm getting that vibe, guys.
They both got crystal-like structures for their shoulder blades, so immediately they're going to hit it off. Oh, you too, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, were you born from a rose and Godzilla cells in space? No, I just exist because I'm in a card game.
Oh,
And
that's rough. Buddy.
Some Egyptian stuff, maybe?
Yeah, I'm not sure where 5DS draws, so...
You're right, because I know the original game is like based off of the Egyptian cards, right? But where does that exist? Like, is it a brand new thing where they like breathe life into like a cybernetic thing? I don't know. I'd be curious. I should look this up.
No, we should.
Here is the special color version of Biolante next to Stardust Dragon. Wow, look at that.
Damn. Pardon my French. Whew.
And Rob, you are enjoying special color version Biolante.
Oh, I am loving it with everything that I am. That
Kind of makes you wish you owned it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Because what a masterpiece. I'll be there for the indecisive battle damage drool version eventually in a few years, maybe 2029. We'll see.
I actually like the way that these pose together.
They look great. I would pay to see this movie.
Yeah. I like it.
I do too.
Let me look at some questions here. Do we have any other questions coming in? I don't think so. Oh, yes. Red Dragon Archfield, if you squint. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay. So that's it for comparisons right there. Let me get this posed up. Give me 1 second. Yeah, this one is... For anybody that wants to pick this up, here's my final thoughts. This figure is... It's not a fun one to work with. It's very technical. And the only reason why it's not fun for me is because I really want it to stand on its own, but that's just not going to happen, right? Like, it's not meant to stand on its own. You need to have it on a stand and pose it up. But do I think it looks cool? Yes. I think out of all the Yu-Gi-Oh ones, this is probably my second favorite looking one, you know? Yeah, see, they just slide. Those wings, they just don't want to stay.
Yeah,
So,
he's
but that's okay.
definitely up there for me. I mean, I have my nostalgia pandering with Blue Eyes and Dark Magician and Red Eyes Black Dragon, but when it comes to just being out of the box cool, he definitely takes it.
Yeah, out of the box and looking cool. Like this is a really cool figure. It's just that, does it lend itself to articulation well? Not really. But the choices that are made for some of the articulation is kind of like I get it why it was done, but there's not much else you can do about it, honestly. Let me pull this guy further back. I just got the wing situated. Ah!
Yeah, he
Okay.
was meant for the stand.
Yeah, this is definitely meant for the stand. So, but I like to push the limits on this, and this is how I'm going to pose it for the final pose for the shot here. Okay. Wow, that was quite a figure. It is quite a figure, you know?
Yeah, definitely.
It is quite a figure. And I'm going to come back over here to the computer area, and let's just kind of wind things down. So what are your thoughts, Rob, overall, after seeing this and me messing with it? What do you think?
Looks gorgeous. I would probably get this thing into a singular pose and then never touch it again because those wings look like nightmares. Just from what I've seen.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly.
Yeah.
I would not mess with it at all. So,
and believe me, I wanted to pick this up, but Bandai, they're Bandaiing hard this year.
yeah. You know what? Honestly, this is a figure that's probably going to go on sale, though, because if you look at Flame Wingman, if you go to Amazon right now, just for some perspective here, Flame Wingman is also from the 5DS series. It was retailed at $120, right? If you go to Amazon right now for Stardust Dragon, it's like, or sorry, not for Stardust Dragon, for Flame Wingman. So remember, I said $120 for MSRP. It's currently on Amazon right now for, drumroll, $83.
Yo!
Yeah. So meanwhile though, the Blue Eyes White Dragon, Dark Magician, even Red Eyes, they're still sitting pretty close to MSRP up there.
Understandable. They've got that nostalgia.
Yeah, so like, I mean, so it's like 11, you can get it for $124 on Amazon, 11% off, right? For Blue Eyes. Dark Magician is MSRP, $95 still. And then you got Red Eyes. Red Eyes is on Amazon for $113, and I think that was, what, $120? Let me see. How much did Red Eyes debut for? $128. So, and it's being sold on Amazon for $113. And then Stardust Dragon, it's not out yet, so it's sitting at MSRP $145. But the thing is that Flame Wingman's got a huge discount. It's 31% off of its MSRP.
Yeah, that's quite fire.
Yeah, so I suspect that, Rob, if you wanted to, or if anybody wanted to pick up this figure and you don't have it on pre-order, I think it's easy to wait on this one. It's not going to go really quick. Wait until Black Friday. Get a good deal on it.
Yeah, because I might just be picking up Elemental Hero Flame Wingman because $83 is more than a bit of a steal. Yeah,
it's a pretty. I mean, at one point, Rob, you missed it. I made a post about it. It was $60-something at one point.
Ah, son of a gun.
Yeah, but yeah, it dropped pretty low. So, but other than that, for anybody that's sticking around the stream, we're officially done with everything. We're just kind of relaxing and doing Q&A if there's any available. We only have 2 people watching right now, so I don't expect a lot of Q&A. And we'll be wrapping it up very, very, very quickly. But if anybody's watching right now, the 2 watchers that were watching, if you have any questions, put them in there. I'll give it about a minute or so. And then me and Rob, we're going to probably end it. We're going to jump off here in a minute. So, comment, Rathalos PTSD. Yeah, for sure.
Did Rathalos have issues similar to this guy?
No, Rathalos Rathalos has similar wing heaviness when it's in its flight form, but its stand system works very well to keep those wings up. Also, the joints are bigger on Rathalos to hold its wing weight. This one right here, the wing weight is very, very, it's very heavy compared to what's actually at the socket. So, Firehouses, the wings are a nightmare, but Stardust looks a lot sturdier. I'd say it's the opposite, honestly. After handling them in person, I'd say that this is more of a nightmare than Rathalos. Rathalos is like, I can handle Rathalos' wings. They're not as long, so they're shorter, right? And you can pose them. But yeah.
Both are indeed gorgeous.
Both are gorgeous, though. Yeah, they are. I actually like Stardust Dragon's look. I like it.
Yeah, it's really like Giger got to make a Blue Eyes White Dragon of his own, and
yeah,
I don't know. I dig that. I like those hard left turns when it comes to designs like this. And with Yu-Gi-Oh, you need memorable dragons.
That's true.
It's the thing.
It's true. And yeah, Colin says didn't have too much trouble with Rathalos. Yeah, I can agree with that. Compared to this one, like I had some trouble with Rathalos, but for the most part, it was manageable. Nothing beats the struggle of OG 2019 Ghidorah. Yeah, that one's. I got mine in a way where it works very well. I did Kiki fix the crap out of it, so it definitely holds a lot better than it did out of the box.
Yeah, that was a learning curve that faithful day in 2019.
Wasn't it? Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It certainly was.
Wowzers.
So, but yeah. Yeah, that was a... So, yeah, I'm just going to reflect on my thoughts one more time on this figure, is that I think it's a cool figure if you want to pick it up, right? If it's just not an articulation friendly figure is all. That's all. It's just kind of meant to really be posed in such a way, and you need the stands to support it, just period, the end. You just have to have stands for it. So, but for $5 more than Blue Eyes White Dragon, this is definitely one of those pieces that are going to stand out on the shelf. But other than that, the accessories are cool. It's an okay figure. I would wait for it to go on sale, though. Definitely wait for a sale.
Yeah, like if this thing drops down to $80, it's done.
Colin says he had the fear of God in my eyes, putting it on the shelf. 2019 Ghidorah. Oh, yeah. Well, that's why you got to put it in the back of your shelf instead of putting it in the front. I'm assuming you did that, though. I put mine in the back of the shelf, and it's definitely not going anywhere. Also, my shelf is in a cabinet, so it's not going to fall over anytime soon. It's well supported where it's currently at right now. Maybe one of these days we'll do a tour.
I'd be there.
Yeah.
I'm down for it.
He'd be down for it. So
nothing like Bandai showing off their collection of their Bandai products, right?
Oh, you know what's funny? It's funny. Yeah, on one of the Instagram posts I made, there was a guy that was saying something like, "Oh, can't you guys see that they're using the promo photos here, or the promo images for the photo?" It was for the 95 comparison. And I was like, no, those are my photos. There's nothing. Those aren't stock photos.
I have a whole stream and then some to prove it.
Yeah. Got mine in the IKEA Billy. Hey, yo, that's what I got too, man. I got the Billy bookcase over here, but I've got the glass doors on mine to keep the dust out, so it's really handy. But yeah, it ain't going nowhere. The Billy bookcase is great, though. If you need extra storage and everything, and you need a nice decoration in the room still, like nice decor, the Billy bookcase is the way to go. They have different colors. They can get them black, blue, I think red and white. So I have the blue version of it, and it's great. It holds so many figures in it.
Me as I Google Billy bookcase.
Understandable, and they do take the entire shelf space, but it looks very good once it's in place. Locked. Yep. See, this guy did the same thing as me. Awesome. Yeah. Black. Yeah. So yeah, look up Billy bookcase and with glass doors. That's the keywords you want to look up, Rob.
Oh, I got it.
It's
I'd
giant. It's
never-
big. It's a big case, though. It's like I think it's like 8 feet tall or something like that, and you can snugly fit. Well, I'll put it this way: I like the King Ghidorah 2019 figure takes up the entire back space. Like it's pretty much nearly wall to wall with the wingspan.
Yeah, these things
Had to
are
take a shelf out
spacious.
to fit height of King Ghidorah. I didn't have to take out a shelf, but I did rearrange the shelves because my shelves. The way it works with IKEA Billy bookcases is that you don't have to make them all the same height. You can adjust them, which is really cool. So it's fully customizable. So for what I did was I just have the middle shelf being the largest, and that's where King Ghidorah sits on that shelf right there. And then the other ones are a lot smaller because of that. So most of them fit the size, your standard size Godzilla, but some of them are a little bit larger to accommodate Destroya and Biollante as well.
Honestly, I think I might get a couple of these rather soon because, wow.
Let me see, Billy bookcase. How much are they? How much is it going for right now?
There's one that's going for 170, 190. Then I got another that's going for 90, 400. Oh, that's because they're really
Were you looking
wide.
at the one with the glass doors, or are you looking at the one with just the open shelves?
The one with the glass doors. I don't
Okay,
know if
yeah.
I'm going to stick with open shelves after looking at this. My goodness.
Yeah.
Wow. Green
Yeah,
one
Billy
is-
bookcase. Yeah, it's a good one. If anybody out there that's collecting, I know like the world started with Detolf from IKEA, right? Those were the all glass ones. But as I started with 2 of those, I was like, I don't have enough space with the direction I'm going with this line. So I ended up having to ditch those, and then I upgraded to the Billy bookcase. And I have 2 of them full of Monster Arts, and then I have acrylic portable containers that you can kind of rearrange and stack with additional figures in them as well. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I'm
the
gonna
blue
need-
one, the blue one's $189 right now on my end. I know it's different because it's regional pricing, so it might be a different price on your end. But I will tell you guys this: if you wait until Black Friday, the Billy bookcase always goes on sale. So wait until then to pick one of those up. They go down to like $120 with the glass cases. And if you didn't get them without the cases, I think they go to like $50 or $60 or something like that.
Bro, I might get like 9 of these.
That's a lot. That's a lot. I think you should get 1 or 2 just to experiment with at first, and then.
Not all at once. Good God, good gracious, no.
Oh, good. But yeah,
like-
they're really tall. They're really sturdy and everything. I highly recommend these cases. If anybody out there needs extra space, like they look good in your room, and they got the glass doors. And if you want, you can go a step further and get like a rubber trim that goes with adhesive, and you put it on the inside, and that just kind of seals the gap in the middle. That's what I have on there. It's like a seal. It's like a window sealer kind of thing. So, but it's cheap. You can get it on Amazon for like less than $5.
Yeah, I need to get these.
All right, Rob. I think that wraps it up for our stream today. This was fun. It was a little hard to do some things, but it was still fun to explore this figure.
I agree.
We got a good look at it, and yeah, I'm gonna mess around with this guy a little bit more. One more comment here we got from Colin. He says, "Rob, get 2. So much movie monsters can fit in them." Oh yeah. You know what else you can do, Rob? Is you can get acrylic risers, and you can even get more of those figures in there if you're doing movie monsters only. You can get a lot of space out of this.
Oh, I would like that because I think just last week, I just hit 290
Oh
for
my
my
gosh.
movie monsters. Yeah,
Wow.
I have a problem, but I
Goodness
think
gracious.
yeah, the remolds, the reissues, the color renewals, yeah, I
The
think I have
stuff.
like yeah. I think I have like 19 or 20 Shin Godzillas from the movie monster series plus the Monster King stuff, so I still don't have all of them.
Yeah. There you go. Goals, right?
Goals. Only 3 more.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us on the stream today. It was a lot of fun. Thank you, Rob, for stopping by and always making it entertaining for everybody as we are fumbling about with our figures.
Of course. I missed the last 2 because I kept falling asleep. I didn't want to miss this one.
Yeah, but that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you got to get some sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I won't be
So-
missing Legion though. I'm gonna be
Yeah.
here.
So speaking of Legion, that will be the next figure that we will be covering. It will be released in Japan on August 26th. I'm hoping, I hope to God that my supplier will be getting it out to me before August 29th. As long as it is shipped before then, I will not have to pay any duties on that. So hopefully, I really hope that it's not going to be, because it's an expensive figure already, and if you're importing it with duties and everything, it's not going to be fun.
No,
But
not
yeah,
at all.
so thanks so much everybody for joining us. Look forward to that stream towards the end of the month with Legion. It's going to be grand, it's going to be great, and hopefully it's not going to be as complicated as Stardust Dragon here. So, right? So, crossing our fingers. Yeah, Colin, I'm there with you, man. All right, thanks so much, everybody. Have a good night. We'll catch you later.
Good night, everyone.